Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 126, where we the Cricket Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
Oh, and I'm Sarah. Sorry.
You see this fucking pimple on my chin? That's big.
Yeah. Speaking of facial
What am I
stuff,
doing?
how do we feel about the new facial hair?
I mean, it looks better than how you usually look like a scraggly son of a bitch. So
No,
now you're kind of rocking like the Iron
different.
Man.
I keep it trimmed usually. I don't keep it scraggly, Joe.
It was scraggly recently.
I
No, it
didn't.
wasn't.
I didn't know it was different.
Wow.
Sorry.
See, this is why I don't consider you a friend.
Get fucked. Get absolutely shit on, Sarah.
Don't even
No, Dave,
notice.
you're rocking like the Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. look.
Yeah, I had the two lines coming down
Yeah.
before, and it just looked. I was like, I don't think I can do this.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then I took these off, and I was like, okay, this is better. So I just was like, yeah, it looks very weird with the two lines. Also, because one was straight down and one kind of went like at an angle, because my fucking face is not
Symmetrical.
symmetrical.
Neither is
So-
mine. It's fine.
So I think that's why it also looked weird. But yeah, we're going with this for now because
I've
obviously I
decided
had to wait for
to-
this to grow back.
Continue to shave from now on. I've gone away with the trying to grow facial hair because it never looks good. So I'm continuing to shave. If Shannon doesn't like it, that's too damn bad. It's my face, not hers. So
She likes to stash.
she liked the facial hair, and I don't know. Well, I think what happened was, so like I started growing it out during the pandemic, right? And so when she met me, I was broke, nearly homeless, and didn't have anything
She's like,
to maintain.
this is the guy.
Didn't have anything to maintain my face. So like I hadn't gotten a haircut because everything was closed. I didn't shave just because I was like, who the fuck do I have to impress? Why the fuck do I give a fuck? So I just let everything grow out. I was slicking my hair back every day, had facial hair. And so that's how she met me, right? And I did something with my hair when I first hung out with her. But anyways, so then I shortly after that got my hair cut, but kept the facial hair. And then when we were at Animal Kingdom Lodge one time, shortly into our relationship, I shaved everything. I was like, let me fucking pull a dad, Dave, and shave everything on a vacation. And so I shaved, and she was like, what the fuck did you do to your face? So I grew it all out again.
Well, it's a tough thing to like look at.
It
Like if you see somebody,
my face are just like
yes. No, like if you see somebody with facial hair for so long
yeah, you get used to it.
and you just can't, you literally, it's just like, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
Like I
And
look
so,
like an absolute child. If
Yeah.
I shave.
So like to me, like this is what I've been used to for the past nearly 25 years of my life. And so like when Shannon saw me and only knew me for a short period of time, and she saw facial hair, that's all she knew. So when I went back to what I knew, she was like baby face. And I was like, yes, but normal.
This is-
Like, what goes like a guy's head when they just like, oh, I just want to shave? Like, is it just like a game
I look
day
at myself in the
decision?
mirror and I go, gone. I don't like it anymore.
So it's just like a game day decision where you're just like 1 second you're like fine with it, and then the next minute you're like, it's all gotta go.
Well, for me, well, sometimes it's like that, but this recent change that I did was because Will, he was like, you should go goatee, because he does that sometimes. He just goes to the goatee. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I was sick for like the past 5 days.
Right.
Like last week I was sick and I'm finally better now. And so Sunday night I was like, or no, Saturday. I think Saturday I was like, you know what? I've been sick for this long and I guess I just wanted to change. So I went for it. And then like Monday I had this whole thing. And then Monday night I took this off and now I'm rocking this. And then it'll probably just grow out again. But I don't know. I kind of like this.
So
I
yeah,
think
Sarah,
we-
to answer your question,
Yeah.
it's a game time decision. Yeah. Oh, almost
now-
always.
And is that like all guys? Because like there, some of my friends from school, like they have like so much facial hair, and then there's sometimes that they'll just like straight up shave it all off, and I'm like,
Yeah, because like
What?
we as guys, now I'm
but
not gonna
then,
speak for
but
all
then
guys.
grow it back out again like right after.
Yeah,
So like, why?
It's because they can grow it quickly.
that's
Like
true
it's
too.
take like this is now like 6 days.
Oh.
Most guys would probably have like a
Full
full
beard.
fucking beard already. I don't know about most guys. I'm not sure because it's not how my facial hair grows or my regular hair grows. It's not fast. But a lot of guys, it's like they'd probably have more than what I have now in 6 days or 5 days.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I'm not going to speak for all guys everywhere, but I'd say for the most part, we don't get attached to hair. Like it doesn't mean anything. Whereas like for girls, it's like they want a life change, they cut their hair. It's like a big fucking it's hair. It grows the fuck back. Like who gives a shit?
Cut or dye it or both.
Yeah. So like it's just like to us, it's like we don't give a fuck. It'll grow back if we want it to, or it'll stay gone if we want it to stay gone. So we just shave it the fuck off.
It's a lot of maintenance.
What?
Facial hair?
Facial hair?
Yeah.
It can be, yeah. If you got like a lot, like some
Yeah, you
guys
gotta be
do.
combing that shit a lot.
Yeah, like you got to. Otherwise, it gets
But
like
I
it can
would
get
argue-
gross.
I would argue that girls have more maintenance when it comes to body hair.
Hair.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because you shave fucking everything,
Yeah.
like
There's no
naked
shot.
fucking mole rats.
Like I'm
My
not.
aunt, so I was just in North Carolina this past week. And my aunt is an esthetician. So she waxed
What is
my
that?
armpits.
Oh, she's
She does like
waxer.
facials, skincare,
She's a
Uh,
waxer.
waxing. So she waxed my armpits.
Ugh.
So now I won't have
Ouch.
to shave for like a month and a half.
No,
Oh, see, that's nice though.
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I would just
She wanted to wax my legs, and I'm like, no, we're all set there. Thank you. That just sounds so painful to me.
I
Waxing.
can't
my
imagine
legs.
because like you don't have a lot of leg hair unless you do, and I don't know you that well. But like,
No.
so like I can't imagine it would be that bad. Whereas like Dave or myself, who's got fucking
oh
you
my
know
God.
hair for days, it would be
But you
painful.
have to like to be able to wax like anything. It has to be like an inch and a quarter long. So like the wax has
An
something to, like,
inch and a
hold on-
quarter.
or a quarter of an inch. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna. That's a fucking lot of hair.
I was gonna say,
Quarter of
damn,
an
you guys are really waiting that long.
So it has something to like hold on to. So when
Oh.
you rip it off, like it all comes out.
Okay, so it would be a little painful then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Do
thought
you
like
think it's enjoyable to get my armpits waxed?
I didn't say it was enjoyable. I just mean like it. Like I didn't think you had to grow your hair out that much to get it waxed.
You do. I was taking shots
a
before. she
quarter of an
was
Okay,
inch.
well,
It's
a quarter of an
hyping
inch. That's like a decent amount of hair.
It's a quarter of an inch.
How long's your leg hair, Dave?
Like an inch.
Yeah, I got about half, maybe 3/4.
No, that is at least an inch and a quarter.
Yeah,
That
it's her
is
first.
long.
It's her first answer that she said.
You want me to
I don't know,
measure it? I got it. I got the tape
Yeah.
measure.
It's honestly probably like. I would say it's only an inch.
Get a juicy one and see how long it is.
Get a juicy one, she says.
I think if I had to wax
you
anything,
know
it'd be
how
that.
hard it is to grab one strand of leg hair?
Yeah, it really is that hard. I couldn't fucking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm rocking about an inch and a quarter, almost inch and a half.
Yeah, it's an inch.
How the fuck did you just call inch and a quarter by looking at that, Sarah?
What can I
I
say?
was gonna, when she first said inch and a quarter, I'm like, why do you have to grow your leg hair the length of mine just to get it waxed?
Well,
How do you have to become a woolly mammoth to get your
the reason I think like it hurts so bad, I would think it hurts so bad with the legs is that because there's so much more area. Like when she does my armpits, it's only like 2 goes with the wax, and then she's done. With your legs, it's like the whole strip, and it's
Yeah.
like multiple times over. Honestly, like to not shave for a month and a half, like that sounds really freaking nice. But I just couldn't. I couldn't
That-
commit.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
Really?
why I would, if I had to get anything waxed, it'd be my armpits, just because it's
Fuck
like,
yeah. I would get those shits.
it's like it's just like one and done. It's or one or two.
But let me tell you, every time she does it, I have to like hype myself up. So when my mom and I like kind of lived down there for about 3 months at the start of 2021, and I wasn't going anywhere. So like this is pretty gross, but like I let my armpit hair just like grow, and like I wasn't going anywhere. And
You're
my aunt
fucking disgusting.
my aunt said that she would wax it. So I was like, okay. So like I just let it go. And so I like hadn't shaved my armpits in like a month and a half, which like is a pretty decently like long amount of time. It hurt so bad.
I feel like the way I would have to hype myself up is like I take like a shot and then I'm just like I just go like and then someone just like smacks me in the face and they rip it off. You know? That's how I feel like I could do it.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, like once she does it the first time, then I'm like, oh, okay, like this isn't so bad. But like the initial,
Yeah, when
I-
you're
I
like,
like- I'm like sitting there with my arm up and I'm like, my hand is going like numb from all the adrenaline coursing through my body because I'm so nervous. But it pays off. So
It'd be like deforestation for my armpits. Got
How
so
much
much
does it
fucking
cost?
hair.
I mean, my aunt does it for free. I don't go
Oh, right.
I don't
That makes
go
sense.
anywhere else to do it. But I mean, like depending on the place, like I don't know, maybe $20 to
Would you ever get your nose hairs fucking yoinked out, Dave?
no.
Well, they're in there to like protect your nostrils and like your body. So like when you breathe stuff in,
I
Your
know how
nose
nose
hairs?
hair works.
oh, okay.
I just mean like I see videos all the time, like they shove the Q-tips up there covered in that wax, and then they fucking
That's not
rip your
good.
brains out. That shit looks
You know
fucking
what I really want to do? I
wild.
want to get my ears cleaned, like with one of those like scopes.
Yeah.
I want to do not with the
Tyler-
water. Water freaks me out, but like I want
Tyler
to
did
there
that.
and like pick at it with the.
Tyler got like a thing that like the one that connects to your phone.
I just feel like it's not safe for someone that's not trained to do it because you
I don't know.
can
Tyler was pretty good at it.
you can
Yeah, I
seriously
didn't.
puncture
He did
your
it to
eardrum.
me. He did it to me. Like he finds that stuff like amazing and like he just like enjoys doing it.
Yeah, he gets a sick thrill out of it.
Yeah, it's like fucking-
that's how I feel. Like I'll sit there for hours watching videos of people getting their ears cleaned.
I can watch like
That's
a
fine.
couple minutes and I'm like, okay. Because then like the thought of like how bad it smells starts getting to me, and I gotta get out.
So do-it-yourself waxing kits cost between $25 and $100. Salon or spa expect to pay $30 to $55 for a half a leg.
Well, I'm sorry. Who's getting
both.
half a leg waxed?
Well, like it's
alright.
probably like below the knee or above the knee.
Yeah,
So
ankle
full leg-
to knee or knee to thighs, not including bikini zone. Both
that shit,
legs.
I would never.
I'll go get a
Or-
Brazilian.
$45 to $100 for a full leg, ankle to thighs, not including bikini.
Gabe, you think they
zone.
wax your balls? Like could they do that?
They
I-
definitely do.
I don't want that done. Like that can't be like that. That's like a danger zone, right? Like,
That's not enjoyable for anybody.
listen,
Nope.
I get
No, it
that,
is.
but like,
Regardless of what you have floating around down there, it is not enjoyable for
No,
anybody.
but let me tell you, it is
Yeah.
enjoyable for some people.
it definitely is. Yeah, some people enjoy it, but
Because
what
some
I'm
people
saying,
like getting their balls stepped on.
yeah,
Okay.
right. But what I'm saying is regardless of that, right? Like just the risk that has got to be involved with somebody violently ripping paper and wax off a pretty loose skin area.
I agree.
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
like my leg skin's pretty taut, right? Like that's not going anywhere. You start attacking the scrotum, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah,
You're gonna like rip something off besides hair.
yeah. You can rip my
I don't
balls
like thinking
off.
about it. That's gross. Sensitive.
Balls will be gone.
Yeah. If you rip too aggressively, I mean, like what? Like they say, like you can like rip your ear off, rip somebody's nose off. Sorry, rip somebody's ear off with like the same amount of force that it takes to like rip. I don't know. I can't even remember what it was.
Well, I've read that like you can
Dude.
bite your finger off like it's
as easy as a carrot. Yeah.
but your brain stops you from doing it.
Right. And the same thing's like with your ear. I think it's like something like you could rip your ear off as easily as you can rip a piece of paper, which I don't think is that accurate. That's like,
we talking full carrot here?
yeah, like a fucking like
Yeah.
pinky baby carrot bite.
No,
could bite through both of them.
I'm talking because a baby carrot is weaker than a carrot.
Okay,
Not
fine.
really.
I think it is though.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure carrots are strength, or carrots have the same strength
Yeah.
regardless. But let's say a full size carrot.
I'm thinking like the thick because there's no way I'm breaking through bone. The
You know,
way
I've
I break
tested-
through.
I've tried to test this theory back when I was dating Katie, and I put like her pinky and a carrot in my mouth at the same time, and I bit down, and the carrot broke first.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
You know what you would have to do?
Baby
Because it's
carrot.
like when
Baby
you
carrot.
have you ever gotten like dental work and like your face is
Yeah.
numb? Like you can bite through your lip like super
So easy, yeah.
in that case. So it's kind of like because you can't feel it.
So you're saying if I go get some Novocaine and then bite my finger,
Yeah,
Or-
I think.
I'd have to
I
get Novocaine in my finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But anyways, I'm thinking baby carrot weaker. And you
Okay.
take
So what
the-
you're saying is I
Yeah,
should have put a
I'm
whole
thinking-
carrot in my mouth.
a thicker part of the carrot, like the center of a carrot, of a full carrot.
Yeah.
That part.
Chop that part out, put it in your
Yeah,
mouth
and
with a
then fucking
finger,
put it in
and
your
see
mouth.
which breaks first.
Yes. I think that's how we do it.
Oh my god, this article says when carrots grow to be small or ugly.
What is considered an ugly carrot?
Well, probably something that's not,
Baby carrots are just regular carrots. They're just cut into smaller pieces. So they have to be the same strength.
they're not cut. Have you ever seen a baby carrot? They're like rounded.
Dude, baby carrots start out as regular carrots and are grown just like a regular one. When carrots grow to be small or ugly, they are often not sold in the grocery store. Instead, these carrots are put into a machine that cuts and processes the regular carrot into a smaller carrot.
So they're
size.
processed. So they are weaker.
Yes, they are weaker though. Because if you go, like, I understand that if you take the tip of a big carrot and a baby carrot, it's going to be the same.
Okay.
If they're both
Okay.
small, but I'm just saying go to the thicker part because
The
it's gonna-
integrity of a baby carrot is already is already compromised. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Because it's been manufactured.
Okay.
So I'm just
I
thinking,
agree.
So my test with somebody's finger and a carrot at the same time was false because I used a baby carrot. Because I thought, let me get a carrot same size as her finger.
makes sense.
Right. My thought process was strong.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. But I should have gone full size
I
carrot.
just think full size carrot is
Get a piece same size as her finger from that carrot.
yeesh.
Yay.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys, specifically Dave, but Sarah, I would be interested to hear your answer
Always
too.
specifically Dave.
Well, because
Never
whenever I'm
specifically-
like driving around, I think of like funny questions
Well,
that
you know
I want to
why?
hear Dave's response on.
Because you don't pay attention to our facial hair. That's why.
Sorry.
So
You guys never know when I cut my hair, when I dye my hair, that I look tan now. So fuck
You
off.
do not look tan.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
you don't though.
Yes,
I
I
think
do.
it's I think it's the camera. Your arms look actually you look a little red right here.
Yeah, I'm burnt here. But I have an Apple Watch tan. Look at that.
See, but you didn't bring your arm up till just now.
Yeah,
My face is also tan.
not really.
Yeah,
I
fuck
could
you
see it.
guys. That's all.
I honestly just thought you were like sweating.
you know, this is why I don't consider. What did you say?
I thought you were just
yeah.
like you came onto the camera and you just looked like you like ran a mile. Like you were just like hot, and then you also said
You look like you just worked out and didn't fucking take care of yourself before you started this podcast.
no, like you just looked a little warm. And then
Don't you
said-
dare fucking leave. Don't do it.
And then you said it's a little warm. And so I was like, oh, she's just
When
like
did
a
she say
little
that?
warm. She said it at the beginning.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You know,
So
This is why I don't consider you a friend. So it's fine. It's fine. Full circle.
Get
It's okay.
fucked, Dave.
full circle. Oh, look.
Anyway,
Okay.
so my question specifically for
I'm not
Dave,
gonna-
but Sarah, I would be interested to hear the reason it's specifically for Dave is because it's about a girl. But if you want to answer and think of it as a guy, or if you want to think about it as a girl too, I'm not here to judge.
We always need a girl's perspective.
Always need a girl's perspective. Dave, if you were home, doesn't matter where you are, you're still in Buffalo, right? And this foreign woman crosses in front of your path, and she looks at you and does a double take. She goes, "Oh my god!"
What? Wait, whoa. What are we talking? Greek,
She's like Italian.
Italian?
Yeah. When I was driving my car, I was like Italian for sure. So I don't know why. So like you see this beautiful Italian woman, right? Around your age. And she looks at you, does a double take. She goes, "Oh my God, this man, stunning." You love at first sight, right? She asks you to move back to Italy with her. Would you go?
No.
That has sex trafficking written all over it.
Okay, she like they get to know each other a little bit, right? Like it's not like in that moment she goes move to Italy. Like she's there for a week. You guys spend a week together.
No.
No, Sarah. Okay.
I'd be like, how about you stay here, bitch?
Hmm.
No,
I just like want to know, like, would you like?
Uproot your life for somebody you don't know?
No, that's not what I wanted to know. I want to know, like, would you just fucking go on a crazy adventure to Italy for some
I would
hot
say
bitch?
I would say if the question was like, if
Come
they
visit
asked me to come back for like 2 weeks,
Yeah, if they were like,
not
So
to
you-
like just uproot my life and move there, I
Okay.
would go for the adventure for like a month.
yeah, like if I was able to take a fucking month off of my life and go there, by all means.
Right, but like, okay, so she asks you come to Italy for a month. Like at the end of this week, come to Italy for a month.
Yeah.
Are you gonna figure out a way to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is like, I mean, serious answer, no.
No, but give me a
Because-
serious answer. Like, if your serious answer is no, I
Serious-
want your serious answer.
Serious answer is no, because I'm not fucking trying to just lose my job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she's hot and rich.
You can't just add factors.
and you again, love at first sight. You guys had a great week together up in Buffalo. I don't know why she was
love
visiting.
at first sight is a myth. Let me tell
Well,
you. that
okay,
right now.
fine. Either way, you fucking the sex was great. I don't give a fuck, Dave. Whatever it was, the whole week was fantastic. And she's like, "Come to Italy." You still gonna
Yeah.
say no because you don't want to lose your job?
You can work
Yeah.
in Italy.
Dude,
They have a
no,
post office in Italy, don't they?
Dude, it's not going to be fucking called the post office.
Why wouldn't it? What else would it be called?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
that's a
think that's
universal
a
term.
universal name.
It's probably
I'll
just
just-
like the post there.
Yeah, I'm thinking not the post office because I'm just thinking United States Post Office, which is
Right. Yeah. It's probably not called that.
the Italian
Just off
post
of like a
office.
side note of that, you know what blew my mind? Do you guys have New York sports clubs like the gym?
No.
No,
No. There's like a chain of
of
gyms
gyms like
called
workout.
New York Sports Club. I thought they were just called that. I went to Boston, same brand, same everything, Boston Sports Club. They changed the name based on the city that it's in. I thought that was mind blowing.
So if there's
ours
like a
would be
Buffalo sports
Buffalo
club.
Sports Club.
Huh?
Ours would be the Buffalo Sports Club or mine.
I mean, there was a New York Sports Club in New Jersey. So did you guys
Thunder?
just hear that?
Yeah,
It's thunder.
That's what I just asked.
thunder.
Holy shit. It
Do
just
the
started raining
thunder.
out of absolutely nowhere. It
So
was
Sarah,
gorgeous.
you would go,
Yeah, I would go.
like regardless of job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm just okay.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I didn't know the answer because I'm like, whatever answer I give, right? Like Shannon's gonna be mad that I'm even talking to this hot Italian girl. Like that's besides the point. But like, I don't know. I guess I'd like up and move to Florida on a whim. So like, I don't
Yeah,
see a
we-
reason why I wouldn't. I think the only thing holding me back is that it's Italy and I have no food there that I could eat. I mean, there is food, but like,
I think too rationally. I think too rationally.
yeah, you think too rational, Dave.
No, I legitimately do. Like, I'm not gonna fucking move to Italy because then one, I don't speak their fucking language.
That's another good point.
I don't know anything
Hmm.
there.
See, my big thing was the food because most of their
People-
food, pasta,
people-
cheese.
People go abroad. Thank you. People go abroad all the time and they don't know where anything is.
Yeah, and I
Don't
think those people are
anybody-
stupid.
no, but they're
Listen.
like more well, one, they don't have a full-time job.
Two.
And two, they're more what's the word I'm trying to say?
Well, do you think that your opinion would change if you were placed in this situation?
You think if this babe came up to you,
If I knew that I would be financially fine,
she's rich.
Doesn't mean she's going to do anything for me.
She is willing, for the sake of this fucking argument, Dave. She is willing to
Listen,
pay for your
all I'm
flight
saying
there
is you didn't give me all the facts up front.
because I wanted to know what you would do.
And right away, the facts were, would you go to Italy with this girl? That's all you said.
Live
She was
there.
hot?
Live there.
Yeah, you first said, live there, she's hot. I'm like, no.
I
Then
didn't
you
say live. I said,
okay,
would you
she's
go?
rich and you're there for a month.
You said, come to Italy with me. I said, would you go to Italy?
You did say live there, I think.
I think you guys assumed I said live. I said go. We'll check back. We'll look back in it. When I'm editing, I'll look at what I said. And if I said
pretty
live, I
sure you said
apologize.
live.
If it was like, you want to come to Italy with me for like 2 weeks? Yeah.
No,
sure.
it's a month. The time is a month. She's willing to pay for everything except your flights. No, that's a lie. She'll pay for your flight. The only thing you have to pay for while you're there is food.
Okay, but
Yeah,
once
and
again,
stuff is fairly
rationally,
cheap there.
I would just have to find a new job. So then, yes, I'll go.
Sarah already said she would go with the minimal facts.
Yeah. Why not? It's all for the plot. It's a good story.
But back to what
only
you were
live
saying
once.
about people going abroad. I think those people are more often than not very stupid
Why?
because you shouldn't go somewhere that you
I almost
don't
went to
know
Italy freshman year.
that you don't
I've
know
been
enough.
abroad.
Where'd you go?
I didn't. I said I
All right.
almost did.
Where were you
Um,
going to go?
If I didn't get accepted to the college program, I was going to go to Ireland.
See, Ireland's fine. They speak
With
English there.
hindsight, think about if I had to have my appendix removed in Ireland,
Would have been fucking a great story.
but you would have never known because I would have never met you.
Yeah, I know. Anyways,
I know.
so like going to England or Ireland or literally any country where they speak English as the dominant or as the common language, like that's one thing. That's not. I don't think you're stupid for going there. I think you're stupid if you go to like France, Italy, Japan, fucking
Right.
anywhere that you don't know the language. If you don't know enough of the language to order food, ask where the hotel is and where the bathroom is, you should
Your
not go to these places.
Your opinion is terrible, Joe.
It
No.
is so terrible.
I think no, that is not a bad opinion, Sarah. The things you need to survive: food, water, and a fucking place to live.
you
if
can
you can't-
easily learn those things to go to that country. I went
Oh,
abroad.
that's fine then.
I went
When
abroad
you
for-
learn those, go abroad.
You can learn them on the plane.
Oh my
Like-
god, learn them on the plane. You can learn to speak a language on a fucking 10-hour flight.
Yeah,
You have-
like the
you
things
have
I
a-
need to say.
Bullshit.
There's also
Bullshit.
Google Translate. How do you
You
think
have
people
bullshit.
communicated with us at Disney when they didn't speak our language? Should people not come to Disney if they don't speak
Yes,
English?
absolutely.
You are so wrong.
Joe, there's
I
literally
think
a
you should not go to
translate
a
app.
place. You should not go to a
Literally.
place until you know enough about that place. If you're just going to fucking go, you're stupid. I get wanting to go on the adventure. I fully get that.
Actually speechless. I cannot.
Sarah, because
Get
you're the
any more
person who would go
energy
there and
than
you'd fucking
because
dead.
it's
You'd be
just so
fucking dead.
wrong.
You would literally end up dead.
I would not.
Yes, you
I
would.
went to different countries, didn't know anything, and here I am, survived. Did
Yeah, and
well.
look at you
I went
now.
to- What?
What? What's wrong with her?
Where did you go? Where did you go?
Spain,
Oh,
France, and
Oh,
Italy.
shit.
And how many places there were they speaking English?
None of them. But I was fine. I functioned. I knew where to go.
All right.
And
I'm just saying, I don't think you should go until you know enough about the place and at least enough about the language.
how are you going to learn anything about it if you're not there?
How do you
I
learn
think
anything about
you
anything?
I think you shouldn't go anywhere unless you know enough about the place.
Yeah.
I don't think I shouldn't go any. I know I wouldn't go anywhere until I learned enough about the place to go there. So, like, for example, when I was in college, my French professor wanted me to stay in the class the next semester because they were going to go to France, to Paris.
It's so cool.
And yeah, I would have loved to go. And at that time, I was like, I know enough of the language to get by. I know nothing about the fucking place, though. Of course, Paris, you're probably fine because most people in Paris speak English. But like, what?
I have no words.
Sarah, it is not an uncommon way of thinking that you would not go to a place without knowing about that place.
Yes, it makes you more comfortable to know, but
I
Like
just,
personally,
I'm
I
not
would do
saying
it.
never travel. I'm saying don't travel unless you know about where the fuck you're going. It's simple as that. You are literally making me out to say, like, making me out to be the bad guy of saying, don't ever travel. I'm saying, do not travel if you don't know about the fucking place that you're traveling to.
I think
I
we're making
personally
you out to
think
be
you
the
should
bad guy
know.
because you're
I
so
think you should
aggressive.
personally know enough of the language before going, not on the fucking airplane.
but
I
you're-
think you
but
should know enough about the language
No,
to get
your
by.
argument was no. Your argument was you need to know 3 things: how to ask for food, how to go to the bathroom, and I don't even remember the other fucking third thing you said.
I said the
But-
hotel too.
Place
The
to live.
hotel. You can learn how to say those 3 things on the plane. If that's your argument, that you need to know, if
Fair
you need to know how to
enough.
say
Okay.
those 3 things,
Then learn them on the plane and let me know
Yeah.
when you fucking travel somewhere and have to speak that language. Let me know how it goes.
I traveled somewhere, I didn't speak the language, and didn't learn those 3 things on the plane, and I was fine.
I don't give a fuck about you, Sarah. I'm talking about the general public.
So
I
one,
think, in my opinion, it should be that you should not travel until you know enough about where you're going and enough of the language to get by.
I disagree.
That's fine. Why are you literally yelling at me about my thought on it?
because you're so
You yelled at
aggressive
me!
about it.
Because you got aggressive first.
But you're so aggressive about it.
I was just saying, I think people shouldn't travel until they know enough about the area and enough about the language. And Sarah
But
goes,
you
you're
didn't say
fucking
it.
insane.
No, you didn't say it that calmly. You said, I think people are fucking stupid.
I said, I think people are dumb.
You said stupid at least 3 times, I think.
And you were like, people who go abroad are dumb.
Yes,
Yeah.
you call them legitimately dumb. Where most people who go abroad, I would say a majority of the people who go abroad,
Know about where they're going and know the language.
but you didn't.
No.
But I think a majority of them know, like know what's up, what's going on over there. You
Yeah,
know?
I
Like,
think a
they're not-
majority of them do know.
like they're not me.
yeah.
Like if I went abroad, I'd be dead. I
I
100%.
don't think that is not true.
Well, I just don't. I would not make it because I would just like.
I would not do okay.
Yeah, I would personally. I don't. Think
If I
would
went
be
to,
good.
again, an English speaking country, I could be fine. Ireland, England, any English speaking country, I could get by. Food would be an issue because most places have weird food. But if I were if I were to go to France now, I would not be okay because I no longer know how to speak that language enough to, beyond saying my name, I'd be fucked.
I would have such bad anxiety.
I could order croissants all day long.
'Cause I'd be
Anything
like-
else, I'm fucked.
I wouldn't want to talk to anybody because that's just
Well,
so
they don't
I-
want to talk to you either.
exactly.
Oh God, no, they hate Americans.
So it's just like I would just die, and I'd be like, can I just swim home? That's less torture. That is less torture, me swimming home than staying in this place because I just don't know what's up.
Do you guys feel this way even for like 7 days, like say? Or are you just talking strictly on the like abroad basis for like 5 months?
If you're going on like a quick trip, I guess it depends. It still depends. Like if you're going on like a small vacation to this place, again, I sure fucking hope that you've done enough research about at least the immediate area that you're staying in. You know restaurants nearby, you know how to get around, you know the basics.
Joe, are you type A?
I don't even know what the fuck that means, you fucking psychopath.
What is type A, Sarah?
Like type A or type B, like personality?
Great. He's asking what they are, Sarah.
I-
Gonna fucking put my fist to your goddamn screen.
Not how computers work, Joe.
So is type A the more like
Anal
safe
And like organized and like
I
follow
wouldn't
a
say I'm
pattern.
organized, but I want to again, if I'm going somewhere, I want to know what I'm doing, especially if it's a place that I've never
let me
gone
tell you right
before.
now. Listen,
And-
this is
And type
why
B is
I'm
very
here.
like
guys.
go with the flow.
Once
That's
again,
good,
this is
man.
this is why I'm here because you've got Joe and then you've got Sarah and then I'm the middleman, okay? Because I'm the only one who can keep a fucking level head on this thing.
Also, let me just get this, Sarah. You're a type A personality. You fucking crazy
can we-
person.
can we? Shh. Okay,
You plan
So-
everything to a T.
but I think what Joe
I'll
is
go to
saying.
a country and not know how to speak the language.
Yeah, and you're stupid
Yeah,
for doing that.
So there's different things because Joe, he would like if he's going to a country, different country. I mean,
Yeah.
he would like to know. It would make him more comfortable personally himself if he knew what
The fuck was going on?
more than something.
You can't generalize. You can't say everybody who does that is dumb just because you're not.
I can
comfortable with
think
it.
whatever I want.
No, yes, he can say that.
I think everyone's dumb, regardless of what they do travel wise. I think everybody is dumb.
Yeah, you may think like you're not going to think that because you're not assholes like us. Or you're not an asshole like us. But then Sarah, if she's going to things, she's just like, you know, I'm just going to go, and it's just going to go from there. I can't do that either. I cannot do that. I would have a heart attack.
Go ahead, Sarah.
I have a counter question. Do you feel this way traveling to places in the United States?
To an extent,
Okay.
because at least in the United States, I know that I can easily ask for everything that I need in the language that I only know how to speak.
Okay.
But I would like to know so like, let's say when I was going to California a couple years ago, I like looked up everything. I figured out like, okay, if we want to go to, you know, this place, here's how we're going to get there. Here's how much it's going to cost, stuff like that. I'm not planning it out by the minute, but I'm like, if I want to do this, now I know how. That's what I would like to know about anywhere that I go, because one, then you don't look like a fucking idiot when you're there. And two, you're not wasting your time while you're there. And this all came about by working at Disney, by the way. I don't think I ever thought this before coming down here. But every time I see a group of people who don't even know what the fuck Disney World is and they're in Disney World, I'm like, how the fuck do you spend this much money and not know what you're doing? You're just wasting money at that point. Walking around like a fucking chicken with your head cut off, with your stupid kid and your ugly husband.
See, so when I went to Daytona, I had looked around what was around like I was like, where's our hotel?
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see where that is. Then I was like, okay, what's
around? Yeah.
Because I was told, because at first we were like, oh, we're gonna like, we want to get drinks somewhere. So like, I know there's like Publix, that's like a grocery store you guys have down there.
We do, yeah.
Then they had a Walmart, but it was like a far drive.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I mean, yeah, like in my head, I was just like, okay, yeah, like two people go Uber, we just get some stuff if we need it or whatever. And then I was like, oh, there's no breakfast at this hotel, so fuck, you know,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And then we get down there and realized, oh, there's a 7-Eleven fucking right, like a 5-minute walk. So one morning we had muffins. Then there was a diner further down the road. So we had the diner or whatever. Obviously, we got to drink some 7-Eleven too if we were getting any of that stuff. So like right away, the initial thought, I'm like, fuck, I got to try and think of everything. But then thankfully, when we got down there, I was calmed down. Not that I was freaking out, but like some people, I'm sure, like Sarah, she would just go down there. I'm not trying to assume what you would do, but my apologies. But if I would say, Sarah would be like, all right, book the hotel. And then, you know, you get down there and you're like, oh, whatever happens, happens, you know?
You just worry about it when you're there.
Yes.
I will admit, I used to really think I was type A, and there are some things that I am quite type A about, but as I've gotten older, the more I've just been like, fuck it.
Well, thank God.
Bucket. Toss it in there.
Like I know the one thing I know that I'm very type A about and a little bit is my birthday. I know that.
A little bit.
That's the one thing where I'll like plan what outfit I'm wearing, like take pictures of it, like create, like I know there's certain things that I'm like very type A about, but like certain things, like if I'm going on a spring break trip, like cool, here's the hotel, we'll Google whatever the fuck we want when we get there. That's it. I'm very type A about like outfits, like when I'm going places is what I would say. Like actual activities, Wing it.
My day-to-day
You're good.
life is just like, I don't give a fuck what happens. I don't care. Like today, I was hanging out with my friend and he just like randomly just kept doing shit until I had to come home. But like if I'm going somewhere and I'm spending a decent amount of money to travel, unless it's back home, like I'm gonna look up in advance at least some options. And then once I get down there, I'll go, okay, well, we got nothing to do. This is something that's nearby.
Guess I like haven't been on like a legitimate vacation in like a couple of years. So
Yeah.
maybe if I was like do that, then I would be a little bit more anal about it. But like I don't think so.
I think that's why I was more like, because I hadn't gone on a vacation in by myself with just 10 other college kids. I've always just been with either high school or family.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I feel like everybody's in college. They're not thinking of these things.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
somebody has to.
There always has to be one person that like, and I have a lot of friends that will just do all of that stuff. So if I don't have to, I'm just like, whatever. But if I needed to, I would do those things.
Yeah. But anything I thought of, it was just like, it didn't need to, like, when I got down there, it was just all like, all right, what are we doing now? And we're like, let's go to the beach. All right, what are we doing now? Oh, it's about lunchtime. Got hungry.
Yeah.
Let's go get some hot dogs. You know? So like, it was all, when we were down there, it was all just like, all right, what's up now? So
Yeah.
that's why I think it turned out to be a good trip. Because if it was like the first day though, it was, so like I said, I'm gonna go back to this trip, 4 guys, 7 girls, right?
Right.
Great
The-
ratio for you, pal.
the-
Should've taken
right.
advantage of that.
Odds in our favor. So the first day they had said, the girls had said, all right, we got in at like, we didn't go to bed till like 3 a.m. or something like that. So like the next morning, the girls had texted and said, all right, we're going to go to this cafe that we found, like on maps or whatever, Google Maps or whatever. And we were like, okay, we're just kind of all like the guys we were just like not doing anything yet. We were just chilling. We had, not everybody was woken up yet, or like out of bed yet, I should say. And then, so they went to go get food. Then we got up. We're like, okay, we're going to start walking to go get the VIP pass for the bars. One of those bars, including RAZZLES, by the way. So we start walking down there. Then one of the guys called one of the girls and said, all right, we're walking down now. Are you guys there yet? Or did you get it yet? No, or they said, oh yeah, just keep walking. We'll probably meet up. Okay, cool. So we keep walking. Then we get there and we're like, oh, did you guys get them already? Because they weren't there yet. We hadn't seen them. They said, oh, we actually made like a detour to the boardwalk. We're like, okay. So then we sent a picture, or actually, I don't think we got there yet. We sent a picture of us walking across plywood that was just laying on the ground because there was construction going on. And we are like, oh, look, boardwalk, we're on it. And so then we get there and we got our stuff. We started walking back. We're like, okay, like they said they were on their way. We'll probably see them when they get there. So we get back to the hotel. They're still not, they said, oh, we're getting it now or something like that. They're coming back. And then they were just like pissed at us. Because they were like, they legitimately, the one girl asked me, like, I think the second day, she was like, or maybe later that day. If it was later that day, she goes, so did you guys just like not want to hang out with us this morning? And I was like, and if it was the next day, she was like, did you guys just not want to hang out with us yesterday or something like that? And I'm like, because the one girl told us, they're like, yeah, they're like all pissed at you. And like, we saw them coming back. We're like, yo, and they were just stone cold, like straight faces. Like,
Even
what?
though they were the ones who separated from the group.
We were like, what happened? You know? So like, and all of the guys, we were just kind of like, okay, you know, like I did not care. Once again, I had no mean bone in my body that week. Like I was just like, nothing's getting to me. Nothing's gonna get into my soul that's gonna make me upset because I'm a week off to the fucking post office.
Yeah.
Okay. Soaking up the sun. And so like whatever. So then the girl asked me, she's like, did you guys just like not want to hang out with us like this morning or that day or whatever? I'm just like, I was like, whoa. Let's just bring it back a notch here, okay? Because you guys left. All it was just bad timing, okay? You left like a half hour before us. Then we left. Then you took a detour. We kept going because we stayed on track. And then we came back and you guys got your stuff. Then we came back. And then, you know, I didn't know we had to fucking be hip to hip the whole trip, you know? So, and then we went to the beach and it was all good. It's like that never happened. So I was just like, why? I was just like, it was just so confusing to me. Like that was a question. Like that happened like within the first.
Like, yeah. Like, how are you thinking
hours.
that in the first day of the trip? Like, you don't want to hang out with us at all? It's like, this trip just started.
Right. I was just like, it's crazy, dude. But yeah, it was all good after that. So yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. Why did I bring that up? Just because of I don't know. But yeah, so that happened. But yeah. I had something to say on the podcast or to ask on the podcast. Podcast. Sorry, it sounded weird in my head. Yesterday at work, something happened. I really need to remember it.
You want to think about that while I tell a story?
Yes.
So I was, like I said, hanging out with my friend today, and we were just like doing random shit. And so we were like, well, what do you want to do? And I like looked down, we were like on iDrive, which is a like big tourist thing, Dave. Okay. And I was looking on the map and I was just like, yeah, just like scrolling through my phone, like down iDrive, like what they have. And I like jokingly was like, let's go get a tattoo. Haha. And she was like, yo, I actually want to get my ear pierced. Like her fucking rook. Yeah. She wanted to get that pierced. And I was like, all right, like, let's fucking go see how much something is. Like, I know something that I want if I get a tattoo. And so like, let's just fucking go. See if they're taking walk-ins right now. So we walk in, I go, hi, like, this is what I want. Are you taking walk-ins? And what am I looking at price-wise? And she was like, yeah, we're taking walk-ins. And we like fiddled with it's just words, fiddled with the font a little bit, $50. And then I tipped 20. So $70.
Well, you got a tattoo?
Brand new fucking tattoo.
Oh, this guy. Whoa.
So I don't know how well you can see it.
Music. Oh, music is the air we breathe.
Yeah, air you breathe. But yeah. So like for those of my friends that know, and Sarah, you may know the story about my friend Molly. So like those of you that know about her, very close friend, passed away about 11 years ago this May. And I had always wanted to get a tattoo of something for her. And I had no idea what the fuck I was ever going to get. And I was like thinking about it. And then finally a couple weeks ago, I think while I was getting this one, I was just like sitting there and I was like, I don't know why I'm overthinking this. I should just get the most simple thing, something that was always associated with her. And the M and the B, those are her initials, the way she signed them. So
man, that's cool.
Yeah. So I like literally like showed them that. And fucking, they were like, they like mess with the size a little bit. And they were like, yeah, $50. And I was like, fuck yeah. It was like way lower than I was expecting.
Yeah, $50. That's a steal.
Yeah. And so I was like, hell yeah. You good, Sarah?
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, again, I've been waiting like so long for this tattoo. No,
dude, I didn't know. Literally, you said that story. I'm like, okay, Joe's not about to lift up his arm.
Yeah.
And then you're like, it was $50. And I was like, you got a tattoo? Like,
yeah.
what?
I like called. So like Shannon called me while I was in the shop and they were like trying to get the computer to turn on so they could like put it on the screen and like mess around with it. And Shannon called me. So I stepped out And I was like, I'm at the tattoo shop. She goes, are you fucking serious? I was like, well, I'm like, I'm gonna see how much it is and then go from there. And I was expecting like, 100, 150. And they were like, we can do because
No
it's
shot it would have been that much.
it's like yeah, like it's fairly simple. And so I was like, come on, give me something below 100. Like even if it was 75, I probably would have done it. And they were like, we can do that for like $50. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I had a 20 in my wallet, and I was like, so done. Like I know that I'm tipping now, especially like I'm tipping good now that it's so low. So I was like, I don't care. I'll spend $70 on this thing. I think it was actually 75 because if you use credit card to pay, they like add a tax and shit.
So dumb.
Yeah.
The worst thing ever.
So, but yeah, so that's the newest one. Took like I was in and out like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's nice and simple. That's cool.
Yeah. Now my arm is just really sweaty because of the fucking saran wrap.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Did your friend get her ear pierced?
Yeah. And that cost $40.
That's really cheap.
Yeah.
How's your high noon, Sarah?
It's great.
I was looking when we were at the shop, I was looking at like the list. They had like all the piercings listed in the price. They had everything. Fucking nipples to vag, everything. And so I was looking at it and I was just like, I should get my nipples pierced.
Oh my God.
Heard?
It's $100. Do you think that's both, or is that like per nip?
Per nip, $50. Oh no, both. Yeah.
You think okay, so $50 a nip?
Yeah.
So from what I've heard, the first one, you don't feel anything because you're so hyped up on adrenaline, like you're so nervous, so it doesn't hurt.
So they're about to stab your nipple.
And then the second one is like the worst pain you've ever felt in your whole life.
Because the
Because you,
first
like-
ones are like, oh, it's not that bad, and you calm down.
Because exactly, you and then you know what's coming, and you're like, oh, like that was super easy.
I don't understand.
I don't know how people do it.
No, I just don't understand it. Like, why? Why get your nipples pierced?
Dave, you just sounded like the Joker. You want to know how I got these scars? I don't get I guess I don't get
Why
the
do
appeal,
it?
but I also don't get like how you go like how do you
Subject yourself to that pain.
yeah. Like that's a needle going in a nipple. And like it's one thing to get a needle.
Look at my nose.
Yeah, like it's one thing to get a needle in your body anywhere, right? Like it doesn't feel good ever. But like we're talking about a part of the body that is probably one of the most sensitive parts of a human body, especially on a woman. And they're just fucking boom, fucking you up with that thing.
Every time I had got something like pierced, I was like, that's it. That's the last time I'm having needles shoved through my face. Like I'm done. And then like a couple months would go by and I'd be like, it's not so bad. Let me get another needle shoved through my face. My second holes were it. We're done now because I don't think I would want anything else. But yeah, the nose was not that enjoyable, but it's there now. So
Yeah.
it's that.
I'd be fine if like, again, I don't want piercings, but like shoot me with some Novocaine first. Stick one of those needles in me. So that way I don't feel the next needle.
I have this like little part on my ear, this one.
Yeah.
As the guy is shoving the needle through my ear, like as he's prepping and like ready to like pierce this part, he goes, if this is ever done wrong, you can lose hearing in this ear completely. And I was like,
He's telling you that before he stabbed you?
yep. He's in the middle, like he has the needle like lined up to my ear and I was like, please don't do it wrong.
Dude,
What
I
a
can't
fucking
even, like,
that guy's an asshole and one of the coolest guys ever.
I feel
That
like
place
this.
is no longer open, so maybe they fucked somebody's ear. I
They
don't
probably
know.
did. I also don't know if that's really accurate because like that has nothing to do.
No, but like there's something with the sound of like why you can hear like behind you is how it like captures sound. But I was like, please don't mess it up. I
Yeah,
like being
it's fucked.
It's so weird. Like, it's such a small part. I feel like I could even like how do you even get the needle there? And
I don't know,
fucking,
but they did it.
I can like barely even grab mine to like fucking. Like, I don't know. I can't do it.
Um,
Good thing I
piercings.
don't.
But
Good thing I
technically,
don't pierce ears.
I have 8, but technically it's 9 because when I came back from Disney, I had to get my second cartilage done twice because it closed.
I want to know like why it's always so cold whenever you're going to get a piercing or a tattoo. You're always in there, and maybe it's nerves, but maybe it's. I think it's the AC is on a little too high.
No,
But
because if I get nervous, I start to sweat. So like,
see, when I get nervous, I start to like shake. My body just shuts down.
no, I always get super warm when I
Yeah.
get nervous. My face turns like bright red.
Yeah, I find that it's often way too cold in tattoo shops, and which are also happen to be places to get your piercings done. I was just like, God, can you turn the temperature up a little bit? I'm shaking. You're probably shaking, and you're about to stab me with something. Please
Now,
turn the
would you
heat
go
on.
back to that place?
What?
Would you go back to that place to get other tattoos?
Maybe it's kind of out of the way. It's like it was half an hour away from home, and like
Works.
it was a good price, but like I don't know. It was like a little sketchy. Like we walked in there, and you could just like it smelled like somebody had just put out a cigarette.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm like, and the little cubby that I was in getting my tattoo, like the chair that I was on was like not in good shape, right? Like the legs are a little rusted out. It wasn't the fancy pump up one. It was just on legs, and I was like, okay. There was a PlayStation sitting in the corner, like with the TV set up to play Destiny, and I
Keep
was
an
just
eye
like,
on that and see if it gets infected. You know.
yeah, I will.
The
I was just like, this is just a little bit of a weird setup. Now the place that I went, like they have several shops throughout Orlando, so like I know they're a good like company. This specific shop just seems to be a little rundown of sorts.
my whole left arm. So like every other tattoo besides my left arm, they've had, and I guess the little shark one, but they've had like the chair, like that what you would think a tattoo chair would be.
Right, like the fancy one, you know.
Yeah. Where it can like completely go 180 degrees.
Yeah.
You can come back up, arm rest, foot, leg rest, whatever.
Yeah.
So the first, I got the shoulder done first, and it was just a chair and like an armrest that wasn't connected to the chair.
Yeah.
And I might have just been sitting there with just like, so the shoulder, no armrest, obviously. But then he brought down like one of the ones I was laying down. It was just like a massage board without like a head spot. Like you could fold it in half, and then that's what he brought up. And I was like, okay. Like the whole place, it wasn't like a sketchy place or anything.
Yeah.
It was just like, which I guess was fine because like he could easily, because it was him and his girlfriend. So it was basically like one probably had just a chair, or one had like the table and the other one was using the chair. So it was like they weren't crammed with these big ass chairs that everybody has, because it was them in one room. But yeah, I like the chair better, I feel like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like the actual tattoo shop chair. That's what it should be.
Even though I shake a little bit because of the nerves, I think. And then when I'm in there, I'm sweating my ass off.
Yeah, I mean the material that those chairs, like doctors' offices, tattoo shops, dentists, you're always sweaty when you get up.
Yeah.
Always sweaty. And you're sticking to the chair, the chair. And I'm like, well, can we like swap this out for like car seats, please? Like something that's more like the material's nicer? Come on.
I mean, I just give me a recliner. Just give me a nice
a nice
recliner.
sofa.
Yeah.
Just lean back.
Put me on a sofa, man. Toss a movie on.
I'm good to go.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
But yeah. I did not think of what I was gonna say.
Solid. Sarah, anything you got?
How was NC?
It was good. It was actually quite nice. I'll get emo for why we were there. It was for Uncle Marty's second memorial service, so we had that on Sunday. And it was really nice. I got to speak again, and I made like a whole like 8-minute video with like music and videos and pictures of Uncle Marty, which was really nice that our whole family got to like enjoy. We made all his favorite foods, and just like celebrated him. And I also got to like, as much as it sucks, like I got to go through his things and like take the things that I wanted. So my like now most prized possession is his stripes, his ribbons from the time he was in the service, like all of his little like
Okay.
things that he got. He has
Yeah.
so many. And like if they have a star on them, it means that they got that award twice. And there's a couple of them that he got twice, and a couple of them he's gotten like 4 times. So pretty cool. My older cousin is now living there with her kids. Which one of them is my goddaughter. So I got to like hang out with her and spend some time with her. It was also a great form of birth control. With the screaming children.
Wait,
That was
I was like,
there was a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 9-month-old, and Aunt Sarah tried to be so cool and make everybody their lunch and hang out and have ice cream, until Aunt Sarah dropped the entire box of mac and cheese all over the ground, and then everyone was saying that it was floor pasta and floor noodles.
and you were
There was
like,
also 2 dogs, so 3. You cannot pay me enough for that ever again. But definitely birth control. But overall, it was really fun. I got to like see my gram and my aunts and my cousins, and it was good. It was fun.
good family time to remind yourself.
Not to have a family.
I told them, I said like maybe talk to me in like 5 or 6 years, but like right now we're like really embracing the cool Aunt Sarah role, and we're fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, just personally, 23, too young.
Yeah, agree.
Absolutely.
Like,
Big time agree. I'm the youngest, so like all my cousins are older, so they're doing their thing, having families, and I love being Aunt Sarah. It's so fun. I get to give them ice cream and give them piggyback rides and like not have
And then
to
you get to give them back.
Yeah, I get to give them back.
That's the best part. That I love kids when they're not mine. I still want kids in the future, but like
just super not ready.
Yeah.
Like to think about like not having to give them back, and also getting woken up at 5:45 every morning for the rest of my life.
Like you're gonna have a kid one day. You're gonna be like, okay, who can I give this back to now?
Shit, you live here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm almost 26, and I'm still like, give me another 4 or 5 years before you come talk to me about that shit.
I mean, yeah, I think like 29, 28 to like,
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm perfectly content. You know what I just bought the other day? A new I bought a blackberry bush. I'm like, this is the best. This is the best right here. I don't need kids. I've got plants.
I saw a post on, I think it was Facebook, where it said plants are the new pets and pets are the new kids.
Yeah, 100%. Every time I see that, I go, that's absolutely right. And I have plants galore right now. And I got a whole lemon tree in my backyard.
What is so crazy to me is if you asked me in high school where I thought I would be right now, I like was 100% convinced I was going to be married by like 24, 25. And
I wanted to be married at 25, kids by 30, all of my kids by 30.
Married by 25 makes me want to puke. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
I'm almost 26, and I'm like, I keep telling Shannon, I go, Shannon, listen, I still got to, I got to finish school. Fuck marriage. I have a degree to get.
But like, it's just not.
I think I'm just surprised I made it to here. I think
Honestly, yeah, I'm just happy to be alive. I'm barely happy to be alive right now.
if you asked me in high school, I'd be like, man, I don't know if I'll make it to 23. Who knows?
Yeah.
This will just
Flip a coin.
see what happens.
What's that from, Dave?
Flip a coin?
No, where he like,
I don't know.
it's from a movie.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I know you wouldn't know, sir.
But yeah, I never thought of like, I was like, oh yeah, by like 20, the only thing I'm thinking of right now is by 26, 25, house. My own house. I'm buying a house. So it's like, that's the only thing on my mind right now for like the future.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that
Yeah.
is.
But like that, it wasn't like when I was like, 16, it was like, oh yeah, I think, I'm going to finish college by like 21, 22, and then I'll go do this, and that.
Sure as hell didn't think he'd be working at the post office.
Dude, I said to myself so many times, I said, I worked there for a holiday. I say, yeah, I'm not coming back. Went back to school, switched schools, dropped out. And I go, well, I guess I failed. Failed life. I failed life. Right.
And you know what happens when you fail life? You work at the post office.
You work at the post office. A bunch of, never mind. Just fucking fucks.
Oh, God.
You failed if you work at a post office.
It's funny because both our parents work there
And grandparents
and grandparents.
and uncles.
Oh my God, so it's basically like the family business.
Yeah. That's why I don't work there, Sarah.
You know what I
That is the only reason, it's not the only reason, but the biggest reason I will not ever work at the post office is because my entire fucking family works there.
This is pretty much the same reason I will never work in a grocery store.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's,
I feel like you could work at any grocery store,
if it was
Well-
like a specific grocery store.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure, you do have a job. I also don't have to worry about the post office. It's not coming for me anytime soon. But it really has been everybody in my immediate family. Tina did work there, corrective?
Tina's actually going back, evidently.
Tina is going back to the post. See, it's a trap. It's a fucking trap. You get in, you get out thinking, hey, I got some cash, I'm free, and then it fucking sucks you back in. Rachel works there,
Because-
David works there, my mom still works there, Dad used to work there.
You got full named.
Because you basically have to, I mean, you have to have money. You have
Well,
to.
yeah, but like
And I'm not going to work at fucking, I'm not doing some part-time bullshit at a fucking grocery store. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that shit. This is the best I could do for me. As much as I hate it, this is the best I could do because one, I don't have to interact with the fucking public.
That's true. That is pretty good.
And except now, Tina was like, had called, what'd you say, Sarah?
I love interacting with the public,
Oh yeah.
Gross.
especially the
Um,
children.
Tina had called me and she was like, oh, what's this position called or whatever? Because she got like the email to come back. Because basically what you do is you get there for the holiday, and if you don't stay there like right away, they'll usually like call you back within a couple months because they didn't need you right there. But then it's like, okay, some people, some spots moved around, blah, 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 we're ready to hire you now. Okay. And I got off the phone and I go, I got to get out of this fucking place, man. I was like,
yeah.
I go, now Tina's coming there.
Yeah, Dave, you gotta get out.
I go, I'm not. Now it's just like, as of right now, it's like Rachel works at a different place. Mom works. I don't see mom. Tina's fiance Sarah, she works there, by the way. So she works in a different spot at like a slightly different time, and I'm just like, dude, if anybody comes to my fucking unit that I know, I'm running for the hills. Okay. Because I do not want to work with family.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Let me tell you, working at Walgreens with mom, not fun.
It's just like,
I worked with my mom.
you used to work at Walgreens with your mom?
No, it was this like small boutique in my town, and I initially went in like they did invitations and like gifts, and I went in looking for a job, and they didn't hire me. And my mom has like invitation experience. She used to own her own invitation company, like business, and they hired her to do stuff in the back, like print the invitations and whatnot. And then they needed help part-time later, like a couple months later, and then they hired me. So for like my entire high school career, my mom and I worked at the same place.
I just don't think I don't like. It's not even family. I don't like working with people I know
Really?
because even when I worked at Family Video, I fucking
I loved working with Tyler.
like Tyler was all right, but I don't like working with people I know because then it's just like I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's the you can never get away from it thing.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Maybe.
Like all of my friends down here all work at Disney.
Yeah.
So like all we ever talk about outside of Disney is Disney.
yeah, it's just inevitable.
It is. And like I don't mind it because like there are things like when we go out and talk about it, it's usually like talking shit about somebody or we're just like, yo, listen to what I had to fucking deal with today. And so like for the most part, it's like fun conversations, but like there are times I'm like, please, I would rather talk about anything other than work, but that's all we have. That's all we know because that's all any of us do.
See, it's fucking kill me, dude.
Yeah.
Like I need the separation.
Yeah.
That's why when I leave that place, I do not want to think about it until
Post office doesn't exist until you're in the post office.
Yeah, until like you know, I come downstairs and oh look, there's my mom. You know, she's like, oh, did what'd she say the other day? She said something. Oh, I was talking to this one guy and I was just like, no. like I had to call her today just to ask her like what this. I was bidding on some new jobs.
Yeah.
Which you know I might possibly if I get one, if two of them are like an actual like 8 a.m. to 4:30, 8:30
beautiful.
to 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like okay, but the problem with this is, you know what I heard the other day?
Oh boy.
It is the worst feeling to have a job, but the worst feeling to not have a job. There's no winning. Just so you know, guys,
so true.
here are straight facts from the Shuffle podcast. There is no winning in this life.
Yeah, you cannot win. The only way to win is to die. That's the only way.
If you do a job you like, life doesn't.
yes.
That's true. That's true.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, though. You legitimately have to be one of the lucky ones to find something you enjoy doing. Lucky you, Sarah. Congrats. Because you do something you love.
It's not work.
In your life.
But you know what else I heard? The most addictive thing in the world is an annual salary.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty.
That's all people like when you're looking at jobs, right? That's the number one thing you look at. You go, how much am I going to be making? Not how happy am I going to be? How much am I going to be making? People ask me all the time.
You have to shift the mindset in order to be happy in your life.
Yeah. People ask me all the time, like, because I'm studying geology right now. People are like, so like, what kind of jobs can you get with that? And then how much does that pay? Or not even, it's not even that. I always answer the exact same way. When they go, what kind of jobs can you get? And I go, well, most of the money is in the oil industry. And they go, yeah. And I go, that's not what I want to do. They go, oh. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about making $150,000 a year working in an industry that I think sucks.
Yeah.
You
have to be happy in what you do.
Yeah.
Because you spend most of your life and most of your time doing it. Sad.
I need to make a minimum. Like I'm 23, turning 23 this year. And I think I need to be, personally, I want 65,000 and I will be comfortable at 23. So that means 23 and up, I need to keep making more and then I'll be good. But starting at like what I'm doing now.
I'm making fucking dog shit for money right now.
Yeah. And I'm making more than you. I'm making less or more dog shit. I'm making Joe's making dog shit and
You're making shiny dog shit.
I'm making shiny dog shit. Okay.
Sarah's making a whole dog.
Sarah's got the dogs.
Yeah.
Sarah's dogs are our shit.
Yeah.
That we have are Sarah's dogs.
Yeah. We're picking up Sarah's dog shit. Sarah's dog's shit. And we're like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. She's got like a mutt, which is Joe's dog shit. And then she's got like
a golden retriever.
She's got like that like award-winning show dog which I guess is my dog shit.
Yeah.
Just because it's a step up from Joe.
But hey, you could be working at McDonald's
You could be.
and they're making
Honestly-
the dirt underneath our dog shit.
Are they though?
So I don't know. I guess it depends.
I think they're making like $17 an hour now.
Oh, I'm still making more than that. It's fine.
Either way. Cold
Um,
hard facts from the
yeah,
Shovel
yeah, yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Find a job you love.
Do what you
Never work
love.
a day in your life.
Never work a day in your life. Or
But also find a job you love that's going to pay you a good amount.
yeah, that's
Like find a job you
do-
love that's willing to give you a living wage.
because you can't live on $30,000 a year.
No, trust me, I know that. I'm barely living right now.
I mean, maybe you can if you're not doing much. But personally, I like to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I think you need to make more than $30,000.
Yeah. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching right now, go ahead and click that subscribe button because hey, help us never work a day in our lives. Because we love this.
Help
Dave
us
may
help
not,
you.
but we love this podcast.
Help us help you help us.
Yeah. And you know what? When we start making money, we'll do a giveaway.
No,
Gift cards
all
only.
mine.
We're not
It's
gonna
all
be
mine.
cash.
it's all mine. It's all ours.
Yeah, all hours, Dave. All hours. It's funny that you say it's all yours because I handle all the stuff that would come through financially. So really, it's all mine.
Yeah, it's technically
Do
not ours.
anything. So
Well, Sarah,
just
you'll
here
get the
for the
Instagram
ride.
soon enough.
yeah.
You show up. That's all I can really ask of you right now.
Well, perfect.
Yeah.
Per-
You. When we get money, you'll get paid just for showing up.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Anyways, let's do some trivia.
Perfect timing. I just typed it in.
My therapist just texted me. By the way, I've been going to therapy.
Joe's got a
That's awesome.
therapist.
I got a therapist.
I go too.
Yeah. She texted me saying, "Hey, I'm off tomorrow. It's Good Friday. Happy Easter. I'll see you next Friday." I go, "Fuck yeah! I don't have to talk to her tomorrow." I'm so happy. I love her. She's great. Her name's Mary.
Joe's
she's-
psycho.
She's this what I imagine old Hispanic woman. She is Hispanic. I don't know if she's old.
See her?
No, it's all over the phone.
Oh.
She just
yeah.
calls me at 11 a.m. every Friday and goes, "Hey Joe, how you doing?" I go, "I'm doing good, Mary. How are you?" But yeah,
Mine
you know.
is-
She asked me recently. She goes, "Would you like to do like a FaceTime or like a Zoom call?" I'm like, I don't really want to put a face to the name, Mary. If I'm being honest, I didn't say that. I thought that. I said yes. I thought I don't want to put a face to the name.
Mine's always been on Zoom. I love it because I leave a lot of emotion on my face. So she'll be like, "What are you doing?"
I crack a lot of jokes during therapy, and it's probably not good.
It's a nice coping mechanism.
Yeah, but
I went to a therapist. Hated it.
yeah, I don't not enjoy it. She's she's a very nice woman, but I think sometimes there's a bit of so like recently or the other day, she like couldn't think of the word she wanted to say because English is not her first language. And it was like a little bit funny for me.
By Joe's standpoint, she should not be here.
Yes.
That's not true. I did not say she should not be here. Oh my God. She can speak English just fine. So she can travel to Disney any day she likes. But also there's so many Spanish speaking people at Disney, like speak Spanish. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, so the word she was thinking, I don't even know the word that she was trying to think of. The word she came up with, I also don't remember, but it was so not the word she wanted to say, but I knew like the gist of what she was saying. And I was just like, yeah, okay. But it was like, I'd never experienced that before. Like somebody who doesn't speak English couldn't not thinking of the word and just coming up with something as a filler. I was like, well, I'm like, Mary, I don't know if that's what you think it means, but
It's not it. It's not it, Mayor.
but yeah,
Mayor.
it's nice. I like her.
Yeah, I personally, I mean, do whatever you want, Joe, but the phone thing, not going to do anything for you.
I'd rather, well, I don't know about that. I'd rather have it over the phone than in person, if I'm being brutally honest. I initially thought otherwise. When they asked me if I wanted it over the phone or in person, I go, I prefer in person, please, because I hate phone calls. And they go,
Well, hold on. So I had like 6 sessions,
yeah.
right?
Did you go to all 6?
It was over the phone because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
I went to it like 2 years ago in person. Then we scheduled one for the next week. And as soon as I finished watching a movie with Dad, I got up and I was like, fuck, I forgot I had an appointment. And then I was like, I don't feel like going anyways. And then I just never said anything else.
Yeah.
Nothing was said until like COVID time. And I shot him like a text or like I called him or whatever. He was like, yeah, I'll just get rid of the other thing and we'll just start like a whole new file for you. And it was like 6 weeks. And every time I called, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Sure. Bye. Could that last any longer, bro? I don't care. And then finally, like week 6, I was like, yeah, so I'm getting a busy schedule. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
like that's
tough.
so like what I have right now is through Disney and it's 10 free sessions. And after those 10 are over, cutting the cord with Mary. Mary's gone. Sorry, Mary.
That's what it was. It was 6 free sessions or 10 or something like that. And
Yeah.
I was just counting down the weeks for it to be over because I was like, dude, this is the dumbest thing ever. Because you have to have some type of relationship with your therapist, I would assume, to feel
Mhm.
comfortable.
Me and
Yeah.
Jody, besties.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to be besties with Mary.
But that's what it's got to be.
But the thing is you
I
have
would
to.
think.
You guys are never gonna do this, but like you have to like shop around for a therapist and like find
Hop
out,
around.
You
like who
do.
you're comfortable
They
with.
just
Like,
gave me someone.
I know,
Yeah,
but you can say like this isn't really doing it for me, and they'll give you somebody else. I got very lucky. I went up years ago when I was like younger, and it was in person, and I like straight up lied to this lady. I'm like, yeah, everything's great. Yeah, we're super fine. I was like,
There's nothing better than
But now-
lying to a professional.
Now- with Jody, I'm like, Jody, girl, we're not doing good. So she's my bestie. I've been going to her for almost like a year.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like a professional, somebody who's got a degree in that, in shit like that. I haven't lied to Mary yet. Depends on what she asks. But like if I go to like a doctor, right? And they go, when you're underage and drinking, and they go, do you drink alcohol? I go, absolutely not. I'm a holy man.
Yeah, what are you talking about, doctor? I don't even know what alcohol is.
And meanwhile, I'm guzzling Jack Daniels behind the doctor's office.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. It's just like, I don't know. Something about like lying to a professional medical person gives me satisfaction.
I don't share that feeling.
Yeah, I think that
Like when the dentist asks, are you flossing every day? And you go, absolutely, I am. I don't know why my gums are bleeding right now. Probably because you're fucking chiseling away at them.
So, I mean, they could literally tell when you're lying.
I know. The dentist always knows.
Yeah. Pick a number, somebody.
Let's do that one. How many countries border Brazil?
Where?
Number 9.
Oh, okay. Cool. Brazil, it's in South America.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the other one.
What's the other one?
I think the Harry Potter question, I think I know the answer to.
Oh.
Let's see.
All right, I have my answer, but I'm sure it's wrong. I don't know anything about geography.
Do you know anything about Brazil?
Nope.
Then
That's
you probably
also-
shouldn't travel there. You walked right into that. You walked right into that.
I'm logging off.
Okay, I got it.
Hold on.
I'm good.
I think
But
it's,
can you click on the Harry Potter one? I think it's torture.
I think it's a lot more than I think it is.
Where is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's torture.
Controls. Okay. Sarah, what'd you put?
7.
Dave?
7. Yeah.
I put 8. Let's go! So like I initially wrote down 7 and then I said, I think it's a lot more. And I bumped it up 1.
I'm pissed.
That's huge.
This is rigged.
Guess who's traveling to Brazil? Because I know more about it than you guys do.
Welcome.
I thought Brazil was so much bigger.
It is. You thought it was bigger than that?
Yeah. Like, here's what I was thinking. This is Brazil.
Oh.
And I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I just added another one.
I just picked the number I thought sounded fun.
Like I was just like, oh yeah, I think there's like, and first of all, I thought it was like more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you thought Brazil was centered, not
Brazil's
on
down
the
here.
coast.
I knew Chile was here, and I knew Uruguay.
Is that South America?
Yes.
This is South America, yes. North, South,
Central.
Africa, Australia, or what? Australia. Yeah. This game's rigged, bro.
Okay, so that puts us at 1, 2. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3,
I'm
4.
still at, like,
this is
2.
week 5, so still one more to go. I'm at 2, 4, 6. Sarah, you're at 2, 4. Dave, you're at 2.
2. Yes, I know.
So, Dave, you would be at 4, but that week Sarah didn't join us. Didn't count.
Sorry.
What's the difference if we give it to me now?
The difference is you'd be tied with Sarah.
Oh yeah.
But then I would get the points for the week Dave wasn't there.
That's not true because Dave got points the week you weren't here. You did not get points the week Dave wasn't here. I got points both weeks.
So Joe would be up 2 more points. Sarah would be at the same, and I'd be up.
I would be up 4 more points.
Why?
So, oh, you mean like in addition to my 2 that I'm currently up, I'd be
Yeah.
up 2 more. Yeah, you're right.
I vote we don't do that.
Anyways.
Yeah, I also vote that. Sarah, you're missing this.
So I do my hair. Anyways,
Fucking so stupid.
you can find me at David Sharkey or what?
I don't know.
D-Shark. Wait, what is my underscore David Sharkey underscore? There we go. Is
There
my
you go.
Instagram. At DShark101 is my Twitter. DShark101 is my Twitter. Don't know if anybody can understand me when I was saying those things.
I understood you. I don't know why you're repeating yourself.
Yeah, because you know it.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Eat of the week is gonna be. I mean, I was sick. I didn't even like.
You need a lot. Did you have soup?
Yeah,
Big soup guy.
stew. I think. Oh, you know what? I had Molino's pizza yesterday, which is the classic pizza that we usually get at this
Yeah.
household.
Sarah, if you ever come to visit Buffalo, we're getting Molino's pizza.
I mean, personally, I would go Pasquale's.
I would also go Pasquale's, but you got to try the Sharkey household pizza, right? Like that's the staple pizza in our household.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Pasquale's is way better though.
Yay.
Okay.
And yeah, so yes, that's everything. Thank you for listening.
Sarah?
Sarah Bayless, 3 A's. You'll see it eventually. The pictures are on my computer.
Put them on Instagram
Let's
today.
go. Hey, we're making steps.
What are you doing after the
Progress.
podcast, Sarah?
I have I'm getting dinner with Jess. But
Progress.
I have about
You just got to upload one. That's all you got to do. Just one.
let me tell you how many albums I have, which is how many roles I got developed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. And how many pictures in each album?
30 something.
Dave, it looks like you have a mental disability, if I'm being honest.
30 something pictures. That's 240. 240 pictures you have.
Good
So
math, Dave.
Maybe I'll do
Just-
2.
That's fine. Just get at least one up. Just one.
Just one picture?
Just one picture. And if you happen to toss a couple in, like if you happen to like while you're uploading one, select another. 2 for 1 post.
And all of them aren't even that good because sometimes when I'm drunk and I take the pictures, I cut everybody's heads off.
They don't have to be good. They just have to be memories.
Okay.
Now put that on a t-shirt.
That's actually
Hang-
pretty good. I'm gonna write it
Hangover.
Yeah, write
I
that
love
down
this-
and put my name next to it.
I
I'm
love
gonna-
that saying. The
Holding napkin.
Oh,
hangover only lasts a day, but drunk memories last forever.
yeah, that was good.
Unless you don't remember 'em.
Unless you don't remember, then they don't last.
But that's why we have
Then
pictures.
drunk mysteries last forever.
You mean the goal isn't to black out?
Yeah. Hilarious.
I
What
should-
was it? They don't have to be good.
They don't have to be good. They just have to be memories. I'm like fucking Aristotle.
I wouldn't go that far.
Anyways, best read of the week.
I'm gonna say chicken Alfredo that my aunt made.
Chicken Alfredo.
Pretty fucking good. That's all I got.
What, Dave? What? Like,
Just go ahead, Joey.
okay, don't call me Joey.
Just go ahead, Joe.
Joey. Joey and David.
Yeah. Anyways, you can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography, regular Instagram, Secret Agent Sharky, YouTube channel, Joe Sharky. My eat of the week is today I went to Ford's Garage with my friend. That's where we went for lunch. I got a, what did I get? Oh, I got a Chipotle chicken sandwich that came with bacon jam on it.
Oh,
Yeah. So good. A little spicy. And the fries, phenomenal. And this drink that I never had before. It was so I ordered a Mackenzie's black cherry cider. What are you laughing at now, Dave?
keep going. Keep going.
I ordered a Mackenzie's black cherry cider and they did not have that. So they were like, we have 2 other ciders. And I was like, yeah, I see that. I ordered the one that I wanted. So I tried the strawberry lime cider that they had. Oh my God. If you like strawberry flavored things, you have to, I'm gonna look it up and like I'll send it to you guys so you know what it is. But it is so fucking good. I thought the lime would come through a lot more, but the strawberry fucking punched you in the face and then fucked you in the ass.
Oh,
in the best way possible too. It was so fucking good. Could have just consumed those all day. So I'm gonna try and find them and buy them, and those are gonna be my new drink of choice all the time. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter.
Mackenzie's pumpkin cider is super good.
Is it? I don't know how I feel about pumpkin.
I don't love pumpkin, and I love that.
Oh, okay. Is it it's definitely like a fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for the podcast, you can follow us on, Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast. That's where we post our weekly clips. Follow us or subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We'll talk at you guys next week. Bye-bye, everyone.